Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen Air, the platform where we speak truth to power. Here's part 2 of the earlier broadcast. If you have any doubts about what's been said, that's fine. All I will say to you is this guy here is giving us a lot of important information. If anything, you need to actually, it's making you think. It's making me think that, it made me think. And here's the thing I want you to bear in mind. What is said here about all hail Biafra, or free Nnamdi Kanu. The government has illegally arrested a man that's done nothing wrong, and I will probably do another section with a video with Nnamdi Kanu in it again now. But this one I want to do first. As we speak, the government of the day, they prevented him from being from actually having more lawyers to come into the court, and preventing others from coming in, and all of the people, that dignitaries, the Igbo dignitaries that wanted to come and witness the case, they were prevented, and that goes against their right as citizens for the government to deny them that right. But furthermore to that, much more, on top of that, listen to what this British man. Remember, he's a British man. Listen to what he's saying in terms of the treatment that Nnamdi Kanu has received. Listen. And I will bring some things to your attention as we're going along. Watch this.
MP Harriet Harman, has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have...
Now, I want you to look up there. Can you see there? Can you see that there's police there? This man is exercising his freedom of speech. Yeah? And we always talk about that. In the Constitution, you have the freedom of expression. I think it's section 34 or thereabout, something like that. You know what? Let me actually I don't want to just leave it and just say that. I want to actually dig that out for you. Because I like to just, be precise about things. I'll bring that talk to you just as in a couple of clicks. Okay. Right. Okay. So now I want to just show you. I think it's 34 or 35 thereabouts. I think. Sometimes you read it a lot and because I know this stuff, but I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. So now. No, it's 38 actually. Let me see. Is it 38? Yes. Courts and all that. No. So 39. Every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without prejudice. There you go. See that? Every person shall be entitled to hold freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and express and receive and impart ideas, information without interference. See that? That's there. I put it to you that that's what this man is doing right now. His freedom of expression with the police there, an association. That's what he's doing. He's exercising his right. Now, how many people can do that in Nigeria without being arrested on the spot? Or guns or tear gas being pumped in the air to chase them away? How many? I'll wait. That's what I'm talking about. That's the point right there. Now, so that means that document is not worth the paper it's written on. The writing that is written in that paper is not worth the paper it's written on. It is nonsense, because it's just a document that holds no water. The government can disregard that. And that's why we keep telling you it's promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. Let's carry on.
Written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on?
See?
What is going on?
See?
Why has nobody from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office mentioned Nnamdi Kanu?
See? There you go.
How can you have a British citizen traveling on a British passport kidnapped in Kenya on June the 19th?
Carry on.
He was tortured for 8 days. before being extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria? Why was he extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria when he's a British citizen? Has nobody behind these windows asked that question? How can you all remain silent? How can you all pretend that you can't see anything going on? It's all over social media. Catriona Lang, the High Commissioner for the UK in Abuja, has done nothing. She gets tagged in every single tweet that tweets about Nnamdi Kanu and extraordinary rendition. She doesn't reply to anybody. You ask a question, she blocks you. Is that really someone in her position? Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Nnamdi Kanu? Why is the total silence? You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafran war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide. And the UK was complicit in genocide. The UK is complicit in genocide now, today. It's happening again.
Did you hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen A, the platform where we speak truth to power. That's a British man. It's a British politician. I'm not quite sure his name. He may not be a high-ranking politician, but he's very well knowledgeable in the areas he's mentioning. Now, and he's speaking clearly. Again, he's exercising his right to freedom of expression, as laid down within the UK laws. Tell me, can you do that in Nigeria? Can you make the statement without being immediately arrested? Can you? I just want you to ask that question. So, now let's carry on. These are things that we need to be asking ourselves. So I'm putting the picture of...
Yeah, why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra? If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it would be all over our news. So why is it not reported?
See?
It's not reported because the British government are still looting all the resources in Nigeria. Biafra on its own would be a world leader in any way you can think of. One of the richest countries on earth. But the UK can't let that happen. Because if the UK lets that happen, it has to start paying for the resources, of which all the oil that it gets now is given free.
See?
How can you put oil above thousands and thousands of people's lives? Slaughtered.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? They are taking our resources for free. Dirt cheap. Yeah. I'm going to do a video about the dirt cheap. You'll hear there's an evidence to back what I'm saying here. And these are things that we need to really address. I need to try and do some digging, find out about, this man here. He's speaking truth to power. You may disagree with it, but it is truth to power nonetheless. And he's doing a brilliant job, in my opinion. Let's carry on.
On a daily basis. Catriona Lang, who works for this office, is fully aware of it. What's her response? Her response is to go on Twitter and start dancing with the Fulani terrorists who are committing these atrocities. How is that right? Ask yourself a question. How can we stay silent when this is happening? You can turn a blind eye. You can remain silent. You can do nothing at all. But don't ever turn around and say you didn't know what was going on. because you know exactly what's going on and you're doing nothing about it.
There you go. I'm going to stop it here because that's the other page of it again, which we've covered before. But he's mentioned a number of things. Our resources is being exploited by the UK government. And the man is speaking, that's what we've been saying. France are doing it, UK are doing it, all of the colonial powers, they are all doing this. And because of that, they will let genocide carry on, such as the like as this is we've been talking about on this platform and other areas. Genocide, they will let it carry on because it suits their interest to take our resources for free. And they allow for the legal renditioning, extraordinary renditioning of Nnamdi Kanu. They tacitly acquiesce to it. They support it because they want our resources. Our resources they want, but we're not humans as far as the UK government is concerned. We're not human beings. Africans aren't human beings. We are only there for them to exploit our resources. Something along the lines of what Cecil Rhodes said. The resources, belongs to, that land is mine, not your, we are being dehumanized, even though our resources, this resources is rightfully ours, by those who impose Nigeria on us. Can you see that? And you're hearing it from a British man. I just want you to think about that. We are demanding for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. We know they won't, but we are making a statement here. The Nigerian government must not touch him. Nothing must harm him. The failure of governance, the governance that refuses to respect the freedom of expression of its people. Instead, when people speak up, they are met with guns, tear gas, beatings, killings, and you tell us we're a democracy. Dream on. We're not in a democracy. I want you to get that clear. We're not in a democracy. And I'm here to just make sure we're aware of that. So we continue. Anybody in the right mind will support our clamor for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. And of course, Olusegun, we also we demand that he be released so he can go and get medical help. These people love going and getting medical help all over in fine places around the world, but they leave us in squalor. Like we're not, we don't deserve to have medical health because we're Africans in their eyes, or we're non-indigenous, we're indigenous people of the South, so we don't deserve to have it. But if you're non-indigenous and you're Fulani from anywhere in Africa, or you can get it. This is double standards. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. Like I said, I will be doing a second part of this, maybe in terms of going into detail about what the lawyer said. But I wanted to just hear you hear this video, and you can play it back at any time. Let me just see if I can go back to one particular section that I found interesting. Here we go.
A lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her.
Let me just go back here.
Someone in her position. Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Nnamdi Kanu? Why is the total silence?
So, meanwhile, you can see the police are there. I'm just bringing that to your attention. Can you see that? The police are there, and he is expressing his freedom of expression, rights to freedom of expression, and the police are protecting us, protecting the peaceful protest. Nothing is being done to them. This would not be allowed to happen in Nigeria. In many cases, particularly when you're, they seem to allow certain things to happen, but 99.9% of the time in the UK, this is what you will get. In Nigeria, it will happen once out of every 50 or 20 or 30 or 40. And it's all an illusion because they have absolute control. They don't want the people speaking up and exposing the lies of the fraudulent governance. So let's listen on.
You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafran war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide.
See that?
And the UK was complicit in genocide.
Yeah.
The UK is complicit in genocide now, today. It's happening again. Yet why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra?
Thank you.
If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it would be all over our news. So why is it not reported?
Thank you.
It's not reported because the British government are still looting all the resources in Nigeria.
Go.
Biafra on its own would be a world leader
See?
in any way you can think of. One of the richest countries on earth. But the UK can't let that happen. Because if the UK lets that happen, it has to start paying for the resources, of which all the oil that it gets now is given free. How can you put oil above thousands and thousands of people's lives, slaughtered on a daily basis? Catriona Lang, who works for this office, is fully aware of it. What's her response? Her response is to go on Twitter and start dancing with the Fulani terrorists who are committing these atrocities. How is that right? Ask yourself a question. How can we stay silent when this is happening? You can turn a blind eye. You can remain silent. You can do nothing at all. But don't ever turn around and say you didn't know what was going on, because you know exactly what's going on and you're doing nothing about it.
There you go. You're doing nothing about it. I just want us to think about that. This is when we tell you that the UK are tacitly that they are intimately involved in what is the oppression of the people of the South. This is the evidence. You're hearing it from a British man. And kudos to him for saying it. These are the things that if you and I say it, oh, we're just this, oh, you heard him say it. Their interest is only in our resources, not the people. We are not considered human beings by dint of the fact that we have the resources. And the interesting thing is this: if we didn't have that resources, they wouldn't be there. If we didn't have those resources there, they wouldn't even know that part. But because of those resources, the people who are there, they decide to not, as far as they're concerned, it's not their land. The people who've been there for 13,000 years minimum. Because there's a skull of a Yoruba man they found in Ihueleru in Ishano in Ondo State. Carbon dated 13,000 years ago. He was 30 years old. That's the history. They don't want you to know all these things. They don't want you to know. Because if you know, it all of the narrative that they painted, it destroys all of that. It exposes their lie. It's all a lie. They're telling you that, we're 2,000 years, we're in 2021. And here we have the skull of a man, 13,000 years old. How do you work that one out? How do you explain that one? You can't explain it because it's a fraud. Same thing here. The fraud. They're taking our resources for nothing. And the Fulanis are the conduit. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We continue to maintain, we demand for the immediate release of free Nnamdi Kanu. The government has now postponed his case until the 19th and 20th of January. They're going to inch this case forward. Mark my words. Their plan is to inch it past the elections in 2023. That's what they plan. If we have the elections. Will they have the elections? It depends on what you and I do as Southerners. We will let them have elections oppressing us in our land. What we do is important. And I just want to say one thing about this Buhari situation. You heard the man talk about the fact that in what many of us have been thinking, that Buhari died. Now, let's just say for 1 second. Let's say he's got dementia. Let's just say that. Or he's got some kind of... If the man is having to come on a regular basis to get medical help, if they say, assuming, and like I said, I'm still... There's yet to be evidence contrary to what this man is saying. But let's just say that happened. The other thing I want you to consider is this. There is a law. It's section 144 of the Nigerian Constitution. And again, this tells you why we are in a fraudulent constitution. This tells you why we cannot trust it. We cannot trust whatever they tell us. Let me just show you that bit. 1 second, please. I'm going to just get to the 144. Then I'll make it large and I'll use it. I'm just going to make a small reference point because, like I said, it's nice to be able to hear many of the views that we've thought about being expressed by non-African who actually feels passionately for the plight of what we Africans are doing, and it's good to know. So at least we're hearing something back. We're hearing, and that means that some part of the world is hearing our plight. We need to continue. So whether or not you believe it or not, whether or not but the thing is, you had it that the man said it. Now I want to show you something. Let's just assume that, okay, for argument's sake, they're saying that he's alive, and I have very strong suspicions against it. But let's just say he is alive, and he's got serious right now because he's got serious. Have you seen the video where he was asking a question, and Oshibajo had to prompt him. And say, oh no, she was asking you 3 times. He didn't understand that point there. Let's just say, that's so now. So it says here, 144, the president or vice president shall cease to hold office if by a resolution passed by a 2/3 majority of all members of the Executive Council of the Federation, it is declared that the president or vice president is incapable of discharging the functions of his office, and the declaration is verified after such medical examination as may be necessary by a medical panel established under subsection 4 of this section in its report to the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. President of Senate Ahmad Lawan, Speaker of the House of Reps Femi Gbajabiamila. No, he's a puppet. It's Ahmed Wase. I'm telling you that now. Go and check it out. Ahmed Wase is the man. Femi Gbajabiamila is just a front. Whatever Ahmed Wase tells him, he does. End of story. Just putting that out there. So where the medical panel certifies that in the report that in its opinion, president or vice president is suffering from such infirmity of body and mind, and as it renders him permanently incapable of discharging the function of office, a notice thereof signed by the president of the Senate and Speaker of the House of Representatives shall be published in the House of Official Gazette of the State Government of the Federation. Now, Ahmed Lawan will never sign that. We're just having a discussion. Ahmed Lawan will never sign that. You know why? He's a Fulani man. He's not going to sign off and let Oshibajo take over. Yet again, remember what happened with Yaradua? Yaradua and Goodluck Jonathan, when they died in office, they did everything they could to prevent Goodluck from getting the post until Akuyele exposed the fact that Yaradua had died. And we have very strong suspicions that the way she subsequently contacted stuff and died had to do with that particular situation. There is strong suspicions about that, but obviously we don't know. We don't have that information to hand, as it were. But anyway, and recently, if I recall, her husband died. This is So so like I said, so Ahmed Lawan is the president of Senate, a Fulani man, and then of course Ahmed Wase is. Wuse or Wase, whichever, is the deputy speaker. But of course, I'm telling you now, he is the speaker. Because the evidence of what was this was that when he prevented Macmillan from tabling the motion about the displacement of thief people in their land. He said, no. Thieves who are in America cannot speak for thieves. They're in America, they don't hear. But the same people will allow Fulanese to come into the country, and they say they are Fulanese. They are allowed to be in the country. Can you see the injustice? Because every Fulani is a Nigerian. I think you follow me. That's what Bala Mohammed said. Those are the words of Bala Mohammed. Can you see the double standards? On that basis alone, why would you want anybody want to be part of one Nigeria? Why? I want you to think about that. I'm just putting it as out there. It's just as a discussion, because I still have my very strong suspicions about what the man said. That is more likely to be true. But be that as it may, we entertain and look at the other option. The other option by rights, in the video where I'll see if I can get that video out, and I'm going to discuss that. You will see Osibajo prompting Buhari, audio one, prompting him 3-4 times with Zainab something. I don't remember her name was Zainab something. I can't remember. She was trying to ask him, and he couldn't get it. And that's your president. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen Ewa, the platform where we speak truth to power. When you get this broadcast, please share. What are your thoughts on what's going on? As ever, for me, it is more important that all of us are speaking. I don't want to do the talking all the time. That's why I'm not going to be you will not see me do 4-hour shows anymore. Unless we're doing a live broadcast on a Zoom meeting or something like that, where there's a meeting. And then but even then, I don't want anything past an hour. We're not productive. I'm telling you now. Anything over an hour, in my opinion, we are not productive. We've been so conditioned to just talk, and not take action. We need to change that round. What I mean by taking action, share this broadcast, tell friends about it, take action, speak about it, raise the level of awareness, make people know that the right to point out the section where I explained how the man that was talking was displaying and showing us exactly how to use your freedom of expression in a safe, stable environment. And that you tell people this is what should happen. This is the kind of environment we should have, not what we currently have, which is suppression in our own land by non-indigenous Fulanese oppressing indigenous people of the South. So these are the kind of things we need to do. And we need to do this consistently. So I'm going to be doing less videos where I'm not going to, if I do a video an hour, 2 tops, I'm done. I can't talk. I don't want to just talk. I want us to be, each and every one of us, you watching me, you have a role to play. You have a role to play in this. And it's only when all of us collectively in the South stand up, will we defeat this oppression, the Fulani oppression, the non-indigenous people oppressing and suppressing us in our land. We have the power to do it. But it's only when we stand together. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen Ewa, the platform where we speak truth to power. We don't deal in one currency, truth. We are the Sorosoke generation with evidence. Before you go, I'd urge you to please subscribe to Citizen Ewa. It is really important. Every time you subscribe, you help us. Thank you very much. The numbers are growing. We need more people to view the broadcast. The more you watch it, the more you can reach more people. What do you think? As ever, we always ask you, please subscribe to Citizen Ewa. We always ask you, what do you think about this, the broadcast? What are your comments? Please, we urge you, particularly on YouTube, leave more comments, share it. Hit the notification button, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Remember, please give us a thumbs up. Very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you, and goodbye.